Yeah, hello everyone. So in the previous session, we saw how we can use mashup content in Redwood. So hope you have gone through the previous video. If not, then please see that one because this video is dependent upon the previous video only. So here, what we will do, we will get the dynamic URL instead of the fixed URL that we did in the previous session. So let me show you what is our use case. So here we are doing the show Wikipedia. So whenever I am clicking, it's opening the Wikipedia homepage. But what I want, whatever is the account associated with this opportunity, that account name must be passed into the Wikipedia URL so that user should be directly navigated to the Wikipedia page of that particular account. For example, for this opportunity, ABC application software is the account. So directly it should open the Wikipedia page for ABC application. So let's see how we can do that. So what we will do, we will use a vbEnter event. So vbEnter event is used like whenever your page is loaded, the vbEnter event will trigger. So whenever you will navigate from the list page to detail page, when the detail page is loaded, that time vbEnter event will be called. So during that event, what we will do, we will call the opportunity API to get the account name. And that account name we will store in a variable and pass into the template, CXURL. Okay. So if you see here, that is the opportunity API. So here we can see target party name, right? So application software. This. So what we want to do is we want to fetch the target party name in the vbEnter, and that we will store in a variable. So let's see. First of all, we are on the detail page and go to variables. Let's create a variable first. And also, if you see, there is already existing variable available ID and POID. So ID is the opportunity ID and POID, public unique identifier, is the opportunity number. So these two variables are by default available for you. And we will use the POID to call the opportunity API. So let's give it a name, account ID for example. Okay, so we have created a variable. So now we will go to the event listeners and here we will create a new listener for vbEnter. So here is vbEnter. What is written? Commonly used to trigger the data fetch. So what we will do whenever like that page will be loaded, that time we will fetch the account name and that account name we will pass into the variable. So let's click next and create action chain. Okay, now let's go to the action chain. And here what we will do, we will call rest. So let's select the endpoint. And let's go to the opportunities. Yes. And here we will select this opportunity and we will pass the POID here. So here we will click on opportunity ID because we need to map the POID here. So we already have the POID that we will map to opportunity ID. That means what we are doing here, we are passing the opportunity number as a URL. So if you see what we are doing, this is our URL. The postman also we can tell the same thing. And this is the POID, that is opportunity number. So Opti ID and opportunity number are already available in the detail URL. So if you see here also, let's navigate to one record. So in the URL you see there is Opti ID and there is opportunity number. Both are already there. So what application will do? Application will fetch the Opti number and pass into the REST API call. So now we will map this and click save. Let's store this response okay into the okay, that's fine. So okay, firstly it will call the API. After getting the response of the opportunity, what we will do? We will do assign variable. Let me click on the code, and here what we will do? You will assign variable. So we already created one variable account ID, and what will be the value? The value we will get from the API response. So here we have the response dot body dot. So here we can see target party name. So what I am saying here, so it will, so instead of the ID it should be name. So I have given the name, I have given the wrong convention, so that is fine. So what we are saying, we will call the REST API, and we will fetch the target party name, and we will store that name into this variable. Okay. So let me give the correct name here, better to avoid any confusion. So it will ask you, okay, this is renamed here. Let me check whether it is renamed in the action chain or not. So, not okay. So now our part is done. So now what we will do, now account name will get, this variable will get the data from the API whenever that page will be loaded, the detail page. So now what we will do, we will pass this variable into the template CX URL. So let's go to page designer. So let's click on code. So now here in the data URL, what I will do, go to FX. In this variable, we will pass it here. Okay. So now click save. Now let's click live and let's click preview. So now preview window is open. So our account name is ABC Application Software. So now if I do show Wikipedia, now if you see it's giving me direct ABC Application Software page, because during the vbEnter event it called the API of the opportunity and got the target party name, and that name we associated with the variable. So that's how you can use the vbEnter event. Hope that one is clear, and also how you can pass the dynamic URL into the mashup content also. Hope that one is clear. Thanks for joining. If any query, you can just paste in the comment section also. Thank you.